Hi there, Vibe Gardeners. In this episode of Vibe Gardening Informal Edition, we're going to go over how I'm cleaning up my garden from the 2025 season and the process I take and some of the decisions I make. So, with that said, here we go. So, as you can see, it's getting definitely darker here. It's a little bit of sunshine peeking through. It's mid November, November 15th, here in Southeast Michigan. And the daylight is dropping and the temperature is also dropping as well. And we've had our first snow already earlier this month, and things have died. As you can see here, eggplants, a lot of marigold are already gone, and it is time to clean up. I'm going to show you the process which I kind of go through how to do my cleanup, and how I'm going to use that to prepare for next season, and some of my pro tips that I've learned from other content creators that are tuning into cite for this episode. So I'll get to the meat of it. With that said, here we go. So first of all, I'm going to go over a little bit of the tools I'm going to use. I'm going to be using this serrated saw here. I got this Black & Decker one I got from Ross. And I'm going to use that to basically saw through the trunks of the thicker stems so that I'm going to leave the roots in the ground itself. Because the root is going to be your biomass gold for next season. As it decomposes over the winter and into next season, it's going to give that organic material that's going to build up your soil through time. And before you take any of your branches down, what you want to do is you want to collect any seeding seeds here that you want to put away, that you know is going to be proliferous and you don't want to spread too much, but you'll be composting majority of the biomass you're going to be collecting, and you don't want the random crop to come up. We don't want it. So always collect your seeds before you go. Of course, you got your harvesting clippers to go, and of course I've already taken down one of my tomato trellises, and here are my tomato clips. I'm taking them apart. So yeah, let's go show you some of the work I've done already. So this hole here is not dug by a vermin or rodent. This is actually where I pulled out a composted avocado pit that I threw my compost, thinking it's going to be deep enough to have nothing come out. Check out my shorts. Well, they came through, and there was an avocado tree about to grow in this raised bed until snow came, and it basically died real quick. So that is now officially row compost now with a dead plant. And further down this bed, you will see that this is what used to be an eggplant. I sawed it right at the base here. Basically, you see a little bit of this leaf still left over. An idea here is I want to make sure that I'm keeping the root mass in this raised bed to become organic matter gold as it decomposes through time and becomes nutrition for the next crop next year. Probably here somewhere you'll also find a lot of Japanese beetle eggs. That's another issue we'll deal with when it comes. But this is how I basically chop things down. So this right here, if you guys remember from my other previous episodes, this 3-gallon grow bag where I had the marigolds to grow. This too has the same method of chopping off the trunk, even behind the root here. Remember from my marigold and tomato videos, you will remember that these marigold roots are extremely important for keeping the nematode population the right kind in here. So always, always leave your marigold roots behind. And this is going to be some of the most valuable potting soil you have left. And or if it's going to be in ground, that soil is going to be gold for planting things like tomato in there in the future. So always keep it. So this right here, this is my compost bin right here. I've not gone over composting too much in this season, partly because I'm completely new to it. I've not done my research on it, so I'm not really good at it. So this winter, I'm definitely going to do a whole episode, if not a whole series on composting. I'm going to look into how to get it done. But one thing I know is that all the biomass that you get from your garden at the end of the season, they really should come here and start composting. Probably whatever amount I put in here, I probably should put the same amount of brown compost. Still not yet 100% sure how those things differentiate. Like I said, I'll study that throughout this winter, and I'll show you guys what I learned. But this is basically where all that chop material is going to go. Another thing that's really worth looking at the end of the season, every season, is to evaluate if you want to keep all your plants, and if not, what you're going to take away. So this year, I'm looking at my berry herb garden, and I really think I should get rid of all the berries and make it a herb only garden. And I'll go through them one by one. But the main problem is that it's either a size problem or it's a soil chemistry problem that I'm going to have to basically decide that I don't want it. And actually, one of them is really, I just don't think it's a very good tasting, and I just want to get rid of it. So yeah, with that said, let's go and observe them as I kind of go through them. So the first plant we're going to talk about here is, you see this red leaf here. This is my raspberry bush that I got from one of the big box stores. I can't remember if it's Menard or Meyer. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let's have some raspberry growing in my bed, right? Actually, I think these are blackberries. Either way, it's one of the berries. And so what happened was, I thought it was a cool idea. This is second season. As you can see, it's not gone very far. It has yet to flower. Second season not flowering is actually a big problem. And it's really not going anywhere. I think the size of the what's called dirt here I give it is really just not that good. And the other thing is, last fall, I went to Northern California to do a vacation, and I noticed that raspberry is basically, it is weeds. It's not basically, it is actually weeds in Northern California. So I actually talked to a lot of my Northern Californian coworkers in Oregon and basically the Pacific Northwest, and they told me that these blackberry are basically weeds, and why are you growing them was their first question. And I thought about it, and I figured, you know what, that is actually a great question. Why am I even trying to grow this? This thing is got all kind of thorns. It's literally a thorn in my thigh as I walk past these things, and it's really not going to thrive because right now, year two, it's not even flowering. It's not going to be that great. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to basically, as you can see, build a fence and a post here to try to give it some water. But this thing was going rampant throughout the season, and I really think it's time for me to put an end to this nightmare. And right now, it's even hanging on to my gloves. Right now, it is a yeah. As you can see, this is like a pain in my everywhere for this thing. So I'm going to basically cut this off. I'm going to just pull it out by the root to make sure that it's gone. And always make sure you wear gloves that is going to have enough protection. And actually, well, I cannot pull this out. I'm going to have to take my saw and saw through this. So once I saw through this, the root system is still there, which will become a problem next season. So I'm going to have to just deal with it as it comes. When it tries to come up, I'm going to have to just basically kill it as it comes, and hopefully, eventually, it's going to run out of energy to reproduce, and hopefully, that's going to get the job done. And yeah, if you guys have a better idea than that, please leave a comment below, because I need to stop this blackberry thing going here. It's not going to be any good for me. Okay, so another great candidate here for the great calling is, you can see here, is in this round thing here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a blueberry bush that's been trying to come up for the past 2 seasons. It is so small, you probably can't see it. We're going to pull out the fencing here I was trying to do to protect it from all kinds of things. I just ripped out a mint. See? Mint. Yeah, these things are really weeds in here. Out it goes. And it is really, as you can see here, I can't even find it. So what I'm going to do here, the same thing, I'm going to basically just rip it out because this thing is not worth it. One of the main problem, this one's problem really is that, here we go, it gave no struggle. Here is the root of that blueberry bush. And the reason why it is not worth it is because the blueberry, it needs acidic soil. Everything around it doesn't. And there's no reason for me to try to acidify the soil just for a blueberry to keep it alive. And as you can see, it's not doing well. Actually, it's not growing past early vegetation stage, even on the second year. That's a true troubling sign. I cannot jeopardize the health of everything around it, just try to acidify the soil for it. So I'm going to just basically check it, and when I get better at it, I'm going to make a dedicated blueberry experiment where I'm going to try to acidify the soil in ground, not in a raised bed, where it has dedicated room for itself. So yeah, I mean, this is another failed attempt at making berries in a raised bed. All right, guys, I'm going to unveil to you this cage. As you can see here, I am undoing twisty ties here to open up a cage. This is my strawberry cage that I have concocted. It is actually anchored to the raised bed, the cedar wood itself, using what's called steel galvanized steel wire to keep it down. And the reason is this has been a fight zone between the squirrels and I. And I'm saying who can get to the strawberry first. And I got sick and tired of the squirrels, so I built this cage to keep it in there. And I'll be honest here, as you can see, it's overgrown by mint already because I made the stupid mistake of putting mint in here, thinking that, you know, I'm just going to be able to do some pest deterrent, which absolutely did nothing for me. It was so early in the season. Bunnies got in here and tried to make a nest for itself in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically try to pull this strawberry out because I am done with it. It's even tried to do runners. 2 seasons. It was literally one of the first things I planted in here. Bro said, don't pull the roots out. Well, this one is a spreader. Grows runners, tries to propagate. I mean, I'm done with it. I want this thing gone. So here we go. We put it out. So I went to Meijer and I saw this Bonnie's strawberry. Didn't even see what kind of strawberry it is. And after 2 seasons, I can tell you it is bland, tasteless, completely not sweet, small, and not worth it. And the squirrels have better luck at producing value out of these than I do. So goodbye and never again. Next season, I'm going to actually research and see what kind of strawberry I want to get and get something that I'm actually going to like. This is not even going in my compost pot because I don't want it to start growing. I'm going to throw in the municipal compost and have them do heated compost and actually kill this root. This thing deserves no more life. All right, Vibe Gardeners. Now that we've seen how I've been in the active stage of cleaning up my garden from the 2025 outdoor growing season, I hope that gives you guys an idea how I do it. I'm sure you guys out there are doing stuff that's more advanced than me and doing some things that are better. So if you have any of those, please leave your comments below and tell me if I made a mistake getting rid of those 3 berries over there. But really, I think I need to start over and get something better going. And there's no time like the end of the season to say, be gone with the last season and come out the new season for the next year. So with that said, let's keep gardening and keep vibing. Let's go.